And welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Joe Wright, and I'm here tonight with the Thunderstruck Super Series from Oxford Plains and the Street Stocks. 75 laps of intense action coming to you. This series is brought to you by T. Rice Custom Monitor Stands, probably both. But a monitor stand is what you need when you're iRacing. Intensity Broadcasting is also brought to you by Butt Kicker. As we get set here for qualifying. We'll check those guys out. Look at Josh Oswald as he crosses the line there. We'll have 2 laps. This is his first of 2. Oxford Plains, a unique track. Pretty much a circle. These guys never really get going straight. No wall in turns 3 and 4. Nothing really in 1 and 2, as you can see there. Oswald, 4th fastest. Josh Bennett, currently 2nd fastest as he sends it for his 2nd lap here. 3 and 4. Sideways off the corner. He's not going to be able to improve on his lap. William Griffith goes his first lap. Pretty smooth on his 2nd so far. Griffith will move up to P9. So far, your pole sitter in Daniel Pope II. While we have a second. Butt Kicker is an established and trusted leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel ultra-low frequency sounds. It's awesome in iRacing. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. Patented design makes them incredibly accurate, powerful, and virtually indestructible. The Gamer Plus is the newest and upgraded sim racing and gaming hardware that reproduces immersive, accurate, and powerful sim racing, flight sim, and gaming effects. To check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out which one is the right for you, visit thebuttkicker.com. Thanks again to Butt Kicker for sponsoring Intensity Broadcasting and all the broadcasts here that we bring to you day in and day out. The intense action is not the same without Butt Kicker. Kieran Church is on track. As he's our last qualifier to go, I believe. And he'll cross the line there. 9th. Oh, make that 5th fastest. As he checks out how to do a little burnout and catch some wall. Casey Kuntz and Chuck Pegleg Feltz, the only 2 cars who haven't turned to lap. can see the lineup there for qualifying. Hope the fastest, Bennett second. Cody Bohm third. Fourth is Zachary Onan. Fifth, Kieran Church, as we just talked about. Sixth, Eric Tracy. Tyler Rice. Seventh, Josh Oswald. Eighth. Ninth, be Jacob Bohm. 10th, William Griffith. 11th, Matt Knights. That's 12th, 849 of Craig Cobb. And so far, rounding out your field there is Alex Spieth in the 13th spot, number 51. All right. As we now prepare for the grid, take a look at your grid. And you can see the shape of this place, like I said, a big circle almost. No real straightaway. Something to take note of here as they head into warm-ups. Getting some laps on the tires and some familiarity with the track if they haven't already. That will conclude warm-up. And here's your field, as we already discussed. Fourteenth will be Casey Kuntz, and 15th will be Chuck Pegleg Feltz. As we wait for all drivers to grid. In iRacing, there's a grid timer. Some guys like to conserve fuel. Others are just going to the bathroom, getting their snack, whatever in that time. Watch that 16 of Daniel Pope. He's been pretty consistent every week, in and out. If you're watching in the chat, give me a shout out. I see about 7 of you in the actual chat. Let me know who you're watching, who you're rooting for. Even if it's yourself. I know some of you guys watch the stream while you're racing, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But one more time around, lights on the pace car are off. We'll be hitting that loud pedal and going green flag racing here from Oxford Plains. 75 laps of intense action. It's going to be a good one. No real straightaways, all turns. I'm going to suspect a bunch of loose race cars off of turns 3, 4, or off of turns 1 and 4, or off 2 and 4. And the pace car dips off. Green flag's out, and we're racing here at Oxford Plains in the Super Stock Series. Looks like the 16 of Daniel Pope able to get out to an early lead. The 78 of Cody Bohm, though, underneath, he's up 1 spot to that P2. And John Bennett's going to slide into the 3rd there. And 2 wide action behind them for P5. That's Eric Trick. Oh, and 1 around, actually. Not sure what happened there. We barely just missed it. Go ahead and run that back and see what happened. Caution is on the speedway. I said they had some too wide action. Looks like that 66 sticking his nose in there. Let's see what happens. Still looking okay. Oh, a little push from the 18. A little high there off the corner. Roll it back. More time for you. Pushing a little bit up into the 42 there. Typically in the league here, if it's your fault, they'll give you an EOL, I believe. That's why you see the 18 there sliding back to the rear of the field. Make a boom. Still your leader, Daniel Pope. Kevin Kinder's yelling for the 78 tonight. Dave Jones, 78 or 16. Those are easy picks. Those are your top two. Anybody else in the chat? What you got? Let me know. Although those two guys have been strong all season long so far. So not bad choices at all. Green flag racing again here from Oxford Plains. That 16 machine able to get out to an early lead again. Too wide behind. Pretty single filed up now. As we watch William Griffith there going around Matt Knights on the outside in the 12. Very close racing between those two. Everybody else kind of single file ahead of them. Oh, some contact there between the 64 and the 12. Knight's able to clear for now. Beef looks underneath of Griffith now. Side by side they go. Looks like that low line is the preferred line so far. Beef able to clear as well. Will Griffith get down? A little bit of contact. Oh, we got one around. That's the 75 machine. That's Peg Leg Chuck. Chuck Peg Leg Feltz around. If he had some help here. Looks like he may have. Full speed on the binders. The 18 not so much on the binders. Helps him again. Chuck's gonna take a little detour, get back to the track. Look at that difference in speed there between the 18 and the 75. I know there's a little bit of a checkup. Let's go on board with him and just look at it. Do it in full speed for you as well. So a little heavy on the brakes there. don't think it was malicious, but definitely not what Chuck wanted to see. Or us as viewers. Maybe some people. Been all Daniel Pope so far. Pope putting on a show yet again, and we'll go through the field real quick. Second, you got Cody. Man, I messed his name up 100 times. Cody Bohm. Don Bennett in third. Tyler Rice, the sponsor. There in P4. Zachary Onan, P5. Josh Oswald in sixth. Matt Knights in seventh. Your biggest mover so far, that's Alex Veith up 5 positions. William Griffith in ninth, and Craig Cobb rounds out your top 10. Finish this up, Eric Tracy, Jacob Bohm, Chuck Pegleg Feltz, and Kieran Church rounds out your field in the last spot there. All right, we're about to go green flag racing again, and they're off. Hope gets a good jump. Bohm looks to the outside, nothing doing there. He's going to try to slide down. Still not clear to the bottom here. Barely clear. He's going to get down. There'll be single file 1, 2, 3. Tyler Rice, though, in that 6 machine on the outside, making moves as he looks to the outside of the 08 now. We have another caution. Look and see what happened. Like Pegleg trying to get back to the bumper of that 18, just ripped it around there. Chuck gonna go a lap down as well. We can get a different angle of that one. The cockpit. There you go. You hear the crowd loves all the action. Look like Chuck kind of sending in there. Maybe a little bit. Trying to get back to that 18. Didn't like the way he was run over previously. Maybe. Speculation, of course. Looks like I think we'll get the 1 to green here. Certainly do. Lights in the pace car are off. Guys will be in second gear looking for the loud pedal. Pace car off. 16 with a good jump again. Cody Bohm looking to the outside. Can he keep that outside going? I know Tyler Rice has found a little bit of speed there as he goes around the outside. He's looking for third. He's going to hang right there on the outside of that 08 right rear quarter panel. Looks like he gets in a little bit better than everybody else. Maybe not off as well. 08 clears up. 42 now of Zachary Onan underneath Tyler Rice. Can Onan clear? He does. Rice gonna get stuck on that outside here for a minute. As now Josh Oswald looks like he's gonna try to get there. We got ourselves a race for the front. Oh, another one around. It's Alex Veith this time. Griffith getting into the back of him once, and then again. Unlucky for him, he gets one of the sand mountains. Look at that again. Racing perspective, and see what's going to happen there. Little loose off, actually. That's going to make him a little bit slower on his next corner. A little bit of wiggle off the apron there, and yeah, it's just Alex being a little loose off and then catching a little bit of the apron. Not much time for Griffith to react there. That's what I saw. Gavin, what do you think of that? You think that's a good analyzation of that? Or Dave Jones? Let me know what you guys think. Looked like Alex was just a little bit loose off the pace there and got a little bit of that curbing. That curbing can really get you sideways and slow you up a lot. And I think that's what happened there with him and Griffith, just off the pace. Not ready for that to happen. Kevin Kinder says, stand on it, Cody. Let's go. I agree. Go get him. Hope leading every lap of this race so far. Lap 33 of 75. One more time around and we'll be green flag racing. Pace car dips off. And we're back green flag racing. The 08 looking to the inside now. Can he get underneath the 78? Not quite. Cody's going to be able to clear down in front of him. He's going to be working on the 16 now. Real tight squeeze there for the 42 as he got down in front of Tyler Rice. Oswald stuck on the outside now. Matt Knight's moving up through the field. Matt Knight's one of your biggest movers. Josh Oswald, the other one. Well, now the 78's up on the wheel. He heard the call to get to work. Go on board with him. Oh, we have another caution. See what happened here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Somebody way off the pace there. That's a lot to digest. Let's take a look at that. Go a little bit different here. Let's go far chase and see what happens here. Oh, looks like Josh Oswald gets a little sideways there in the middle of the corner. Let's see if he had some help. Let me roll that back one more time. Like Tyler Rice might have got into him just a little bit on corner entry. Yep, Tyler gets into him. That's going to stack everybody up. Church hits the rumble strip. Tries to send it on the bottom. Catches Oswald, Church, Knights, everybody. That's it. All right, just over halfway. Hopefully they've settled in now. Get some green flag racing here to the end. Give that 78 an opportunity, maybe chase down the 16. We'll see what happens. Race car dips off. We're green flag racing again, and they're off. That 42 is racy tonight. That's Zachary Onan as he's trying to battle his way back on the outside. Well as Josh Oswald. The 08 though of John Bennett. He's up to P3. Fell back for a second there, and now he's back to third. Hard into the corner. He's going to push up the hill just a little bit. Still got the 42 right there on him. Really close battle there for third. You lock John Bennett sawing on the wheel, trying to keep that thing straight. Close to that curbing as he can get. See that red light popping up? That's a rev limiter. They're getting up on that rev limiter on entry to the corner. See the 08 really rolling the center of the corner pretty well there. Starts to close that gap just a little bit. These guys are getting back to the throttle, looks like just a little bit earlier than maybe the 08 of John Bennett is. That's the difference right now. Saw a little wiggle out of the 78 there. Trying to open up the wheel, maybe catch a little bit of speed. Pretty good battle here between the 18 after all them incidents early on for Jacob. Out of the outside of Josh Oswald as he looks to get by him. A little loose. That opens the door for William Griffith now. Daniel Pope starting to set sail a little bit, half a second between first and second. Look at this race here for third. The 42 machine is Zachary Onan trying to find some space there on Bennett. Jacob Bohm still working the outside line around Griffith. Oh, Griffith hangs on to it. What a save. Absolute save there from Griffith. Gracie underneath now is his tires got lit up for Griffith, and he's going to be a little bit loose, a little bit slow. Griffith falling on the outside line there. Pope really starting to separate himself from the rest of the field. Bennett and Onan it is. Still a race for third. Real close racing back there. These guys are all over the place. I think the 18 maybe lost it a little bit, lost some momentum as well. $20 to go here from Oxford Plains. Oh, the 18 gets up on the curb there. That's Kieran Church in the 22. John Bennett has caught Cody Bohm, and we got right behind him Zach Rionen. Josh Oswald just behind them in fourth. That opened the door for the 08. Leg and Knight's going at it. And Knight's underneath Chuck Peg Leg Phelps. Over the curb for the 849. Oh, the 18's around. Will that bring out the caution? It's off the racing surface. I don't think it will. Yep, now it did. We just happened to be watching when it happened. I don't know if that's a self spin or what you want to call that, but. On board with them. Yeah, he just lost it. He tried to overcorrect. No doing there. And backing up toward the racing surface was what brought out our caution there. Guys headed to pit road here. $11 laps to go. We'll go back green flag racing, I believe, with 9 to go. Alright. Green flag action coming your way. Pace car will dip off left onto pit road and we'll be green flag racing all the way to the end. Hopefully 9 laps to go. The 08 with a decent jump, but the 78 with a better one. Will he be able to get down? We'll see. Around the outside he goes. He's clear down. John Bennett into P2. Does he have anything for our leader? He is giving Pope the business. 7 to go. Matt Knight's little sideways action behind him. Still good, kept it straight. And you can see how on the ragged edge these guys have to drive it to be fast. More to go. The 08 is there. Oh, he got the leader. He got the leader. I believe John Bennett was just trying to move him up all the way. I don't think it was intentional. But he got him. Take a look at it. Just a difference in lines there. I don't know if 08 with it winding down was just getting a little excited up there. Looks like they're gonna blame that on the 08. I believe, yep. Tough break for the 08 after a whale of a run toward the front for John Bennett. Even worse for Daniel Pope. Leads the entire race, gets a little turned there, heading into the corner. Now it's Cody Bohm's race to lose. I'll tell you what, that guy in second, he's no slouch. Neither are the other two behind him. Josh Oswald, gonna give it all he's got, I can tell you that right here. It will be our first attempt at a green-white checker. You saw it switch from 2 to go back to 3 to go. It will go green flag racing this time by. Alex Veith in a really good position here. We can get a good start. Even Kieran Church on that outside. Watch those two guys as they go for broke here. Green flag is out. That 78 machine gone. 51 of Alex Veith to the inside. If we get a second or a chance to talk to Veith after this one. White flag out. Josh Oswald's going to clear Veith on the outside. Maybe not. Veith back on the inside. Not quite clear yet. Sure, winner here at Oxford Plains is going to be that 78 machine. Josh Oswald second, Alex Veith third. Kieran Church fourth. Eric Tracy rounds out your top 5. What a whale of a race there. That was fun. Tough break for Pope and John Bennett. Both guys had great races, but ended up not getting good finishes out of it. 10th and 11th, respectively. Pope 10th, John Bennett 11th. All right, let's hear from our top three. Alex Veith, it's Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got your copy.
Hey, what a whale of a race, man. You were fighting there hard for second, coming down to the final lap there, but no luck. So tell me about your race. Up and down race for you, really.
Yeah, I can't qualify worth anything in anything. So I was the slowest of anybody who turned in a lap, and I just had intentions on hanging out and cruising. And then as the caution started coming, I started getting good drawing on the inside and picking them off, picking them off, picking them off. And next thing I know, I'm sitting third on a restart, and here we are.
Yeah. Wild happening there between the two front runners there in Pope and John Bennett. I think there was just hard racing there, but man, those guys, tough break. But that opened the door for you, and you came away third. Anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs, anything like that? I know we don't get to talk to you often up here in this top three,
Yeah.
but man, it was fun to see you up there.
Yeah, blind nut finds a squirrel every now and then, or something like that. No, I just want to thank Ripcord Paint and Chassis for this beautiful snap-on Heatwave Visuals street stock. The Dark Horse Motorsports guys, Josh putting on the league, you for the broadcast, Chevy for making just the bald eagle screeching horse plant, power plant. But yeah, I've been I don't know how I ended up here. I'm not supposed to be here.
No, you're the biggest mover of the race, plus 10 spots. You come away with a third and a great run, Alex. Good job, good work. I actually thought you might even get Oswald there for a second. So,
Yeah,
don't doubt
I
yourself,
was
man. You were doing good.
coming off of 4. I was a little ginger on the pedal because I would rather come home with the hood than on it. So I really wanted to give her the pepper and throw them on the dash and see where we landed. But I'd much rather finish third than ninth.
Right, absolutely. All right, well, third, not a bad spot. We'll talk to you again next week, hopefully, Alex.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
But good. Take care, buddy. The second spot, your race sponsor or race league or league owner, and Josh Oswald putting it on for us. Josh Oswald, you got me? It's Joe right in the booth.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I got a chance to talk to you here, and I got to talk to you again now in second spot. Next one is first spot, right?
Yeah, I'm used to winning these street stock races. The competition's been great, and I've just had some terrible luck this season. But such is racing, man. It can't always be good. But we're working on it. I mean, this is the first time I ever put Oxford on the league schedule, and it was a challenge.
Yeah, it's a circle track, not very much straightaway, if any. There's pretty much zero. You're always turning. And that actually causes some good racing. You got two lines sometimes. Some guys can find that groove on the outside and get it rolling. But you were able to hold off Alex Veith on the inside there on that final restart to come away second. Tell me how you did it.
I pinched the hell out of him. I gave him just enough room. He had his inside lane, and that was it.
Yeah, and
You know, and that's what you had to do.
he even said he was a little bit ginger on the final corner there, trying to not get into you and get off the corner and make sure both of you could finish there in 2-3. So great job again, Josh. Thanks again for running this league. It's an awesome league. I enjoy broadcasting and watching it every week, watching it back. So great job. Anybody you want to shout out to?
I'd like to thank you for taking care of the broadcast. Everybody at Thunderstruck, Superior Performance Motorsports, Velocity Motorsports, Big Frig Coolers, and just all my friends and family that watch at home and cheer me on.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we'll hear from you again next week, maybe in that top spot.
I hope so. We'll see what we can do.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. And last but certainly not least, your winner. Cody, it's Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Hey, well, you're no stranger to this front three, I'll tell you what. But you finally brought one home in the first spot, and I know you've done it a couple of times this season already, right?
Yeah. This is the second win of the year.
Yeah, so this is your second win of the year. That's awesome way to do it. Under some interesting circumstances, the top two kind of take each other out. One spins, the other one gets in trouble for it. Tell me about what you saw from your point of view there.
Yeah, it looks like Johnny just kind of stuck his nose just in a, wasn't really much of a gap there to go, and just kind of put his nose in there, and Daniel didn't really know he was going to do that, I guess, and they just kind of ran out of room and met in the middle. And it stinks, but I mean, these cars are so light on corner exit that you can pretty much breathe on the things and they'll probably snap around. But they definitely got into each other, and when it's for the lead, you don't usually get away with it. So,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
hate to win one like that, but take them how they come.
For sure. Yeah, they were racing well. I think they were just a difference in line there. Maybe just running down on laps, being a little bit more aggressive than you normally would, and I think that's what happened there.
Yeah.
Awesome finish though. You come away with that win. Like you said, your second of the season. Anybody you want to shout out and thank here as the season goes on?
Yeah, actually, first I'd like to give a shout out to Alex Viets finishing third. I know he hasn't really had a good run of it lately, but that's good for him to finish up towards the front. He pretty much shows up to just about all the races that this league, these leagues run. So good for him to finish up there. And I like to shout out Reaper Racing and Velocity, and Josh Oswald for running the league, and you for doing the broadcast. Do a killer job. So just glad. Glad I get a place to race every weeknight.
Nice. Well, awesome job again, Cody, and hopefully we'll see you or hear from you again next week.
I hope so. We'll see.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Thank you too.
Goodbye. Well, that about wraps it up here from Oxford Plains Speedway. 75 laps of intense action. I'll tell you what, it didn't disappoint. Lots of cautions, though. Some aggressive driving there at the end. I actually don't hate the move that Bennett was putting on. I thought he was driving, pretty hard and driving aggressive. 4 laps to go. You're going for the lead. The guy in front of you has been leading it the whole time. Not a bad decision. Maybe not get into him. The only thing you can't do. And it cost him. Cody, the winner there. Awesome job to all the drivers tonight. And as usual, as Atman Weiss would say, that wraps it up, over and out.